poor compared to English. English is much more precise when it comes to it.
Really?
When it comes to when it comes to words, yes. Swedish, it's a sentence building that is different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you have like a church bell and a grandfather clock will be the same word. in that. Yeah, unless you can say klocka, meaning everything from a wristwatch to a church bell to a grandfather clock.
Oh.
And yeah, it's a lot of things, but you have to, then you put them together. You make long words out of, like in German, you mash small little words together to make longer words. Yeah, that's how you get the precision.
Oh.
Yep. So it's a different. So it's like German is the same way. Yeah, as the Scandinavian languages.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's one of these little idiosyncrasies. Yep. But hang on a second. I'm just making sure that we can get to Oerth. Hang on a second. No, that's no, it's not.
Okay.
Damn. You get to the library. You don't get to the.
Okay. The downloads.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Yeah. He reconnected it to the wiki for Oerth Journal.
Your
Let's see if we can
freighter
trick
drifts through
Google.
space. As you stare out at the star-flecked void,
I have them all,
another
so,
ship comes
Oh
in.
yeah,
Wait,
me too.
is
It's
this
more like
sci-fi?
people.
I thought we agreed on a World War II campaign.
Hey, Fuzz, Lord Forth, what's
Did
up?
we? That's cool. I can pivot. The smell of smoke curdles in your nostrils. Hold up, I thought we were prepping for a zombie apocalypse campaign. Alright, here's what we're doing. It's the year 3700. Humanity's elite fled to other planets long ago, taking with them all forms of advanced technology. Earth survivors scrape by with historic tools as weird phenomena plague abandoned nuclear sites. Witnesses report seeing glowing lights and the dead rising from their graves. And amidst the chaos, 3 strangers will meet in a dim bar. A veteran zombie slayer, a disgraced general out for revenge, and a space mercenary sent to investigate the power plants. Now describe your characters. How did you do that? I have the right tools for the job.
Oh, I hate that. Those shots can knock you out, man. I'm holding off. All the surgery and stuff. I need to get my shingles shot at the age I am, and I just haven't had the strength or the energy or knowing that it may knock me out a bit. So I'm just like, nope, not yet.
A story once spoken is ageless. The dungeon imagined without end. The curious are the ones most courageous. The tree that endures
Everyone's doing well.
has to bend.
This week it's only 3 streams, a rare one, only 3. Normally that was the norm back in the day, but now
yeah,
I'm just not. It's my wife's birthday on Saturday. I got way too much to do prep-wise for Virtual GrowCon 6.
Will never
I haven't gotten character sheets out to people yet.
I just started with that today. Yep.
Yeah. I'll start working on that on Friday.
I'm going to message the message all the attendees later today and posting stuff on my Patreon blog.
How did you not get a gift sub with all the subs on Sunday night? Wow. That's great.
Well, you have too many viewers.
That's just nuts. Yep. Ads from the Lord. sponsors come and they bring gifts and they bring ads. There's some more. What's up, Dale? More Gamescape 3D goodness tomorrow. The river is still up. It'll be utilized, but some changes. Set the giveaway up. Classic D&D reprints. Right. Yeah, Von Mokel just messaged me. Did they take all the? I can't get to the Oerth Journals. Well, no one else can either.
Yep.
No, it's not the mode house from Hamlet, but you can use it for that. I have that building right there. Part of that one coming up right now. That castle, a lot of the walls and all. And the back building too. Lots of that. That's going in our publication with Luke. That's set up. River. Got the rivers up right now as we speak on my table. Don't have that archway. That's the Lost City of the Soul. I used that last year during Virtual Greyhawk 5. A lot of those mountains I have there. Yep. So, and there's the rivers. I don't have it. Mine are a little lower rocks, but it's all good. There's some more stuff to come. It is cool.
POV, I had 30 minutes before my campaign group showed up, and I was totally unprepared. I grabbed my Ready Set Encounter box, and boom, everything I needed for an epic session. Adventure hooks, map tiles, loot tables, stat blocks, and miniatures, all ready to go. My players still think I spent hours planning our great POV, I had 30 minutes before my campaign group showed up, and I was totally unprepared.
I went to shout
I
them out.
My Ready Set Encounter box, and boom,
over.
Everything I needed for an epic session. Adventure hooks, map tiles, loot tables, stat blocks, and miniatures, all ready to go. My players still think I spent hours planning our great dragon encounter. If you're a busy dungeon master, get Ready Set Encounter live now on Kickstarter.
Jeremy. Rugal, what's up? My wife says thanks for the. Tell your wife thank you for the blanket. It's cool. Every year is like running through. Pretty soon I have to change all these damn ad things. The spinning shields to make it 46, you know? And it's like, oh my god, I forgot how I did it. Oh.
And you have to figure out what you're going to do when you get to 50.
Yeah, that's still a ways off. It is.
No, it's only a few years.
4. But you know, I don't want to take away from. Yeah, of course, Anna's on.
Yes, I'm here.
Anna's also on Wednesday nights, Wednesdays and Sundays. Yeah, but I don't want to take away from Warp's 50 this year.
Yeah.
So, and just got Perry's group.
Maybe you can do a one-off convention that year.
A one-off convention?
The virtual one. The one-off. Well, we have the virtual Greyhawk Con, so I guess there will be an extra special one. Yeah. We have to have some sort of special event when 50. Yeah, when your campaign is 50.
Yeah. I'll be retired then by then, which is great.
Yeah, then you see, then you can start your own little convention. Yeah. Hello.
Oh, I forget who did it, but I gotta call someone out. I don't remember who it was.
Oh, that's awesome, Disorderly Dice. That's wonderful to hear.
That's Rory. That's Rory from Blue Box. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Hello, Mike.
We're on their own channel there.
Mike Bunbalku. Yep. Mm-hmm.
It was Ancient Earth, was it? It's gonna drive me crazy. Ancient Earth.
Yeah, there's some cool stuff in these first 10 OJ.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was his Ancient Earth, but now I don't see it. You scroll through here. Maybe they didn't post it to their own page. All right. Well, needless to say, this site Ancient Earth puts up a post. Let me come live first. Hey, Mike, how's it feel to be 3-0? Insane.
Good.
Yes,
It's good.
Fucking football. Yeah. Welcome. Woo. Okay. So I'm getting ready to like do some things on Facebook and the site Ancient Earth, but I can't find it now. Puts up, it's like clockwork. Every 6 to 9, I'm gonna swear, every 6 to 9 fucking months, puts up this post of Robert Warderall post, and I went ballistic. I'm like, this is like 8 years old. Will you stop it? Yeah, puts up, the oldest campaign with all this great terrain. I'm like, oh my god.
Well, that's keep you in the game. Yeah,
I was the only one slamming them.
No, it's Facebook that does it every year to make sure you stay in touch with Facebook, so you don't miss it.
It was this site posted it. I can't find it now. Maybe they took it down. Well, I was like, could you put up new content for once? You know, stop regurgitating stuff. So
it's Ancient Earth, so it's ancient content. Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bill, I am breathing. I am breathing. It just never ends. Oh, Patrick, there you go. I don't know how Rory did not get a gift sub with all the gift subs flying around on
wow
on Sunday. It was crazy. All right, so I don't know, but we're here for this. First things first. I want to take a look. The Prelude show is Sunday. Let's see games that need now. This is Amy's game needs 3. Now Yoav's got multiple games. He's not gonna be able to fill them all, but we gotta get one of them filled. Annie got 3 in her Shield lands.
Yep, I was on what I think is the best of my 3 games. I think it could be the most fun of the 3 games. So yeah.
I think the problem is it's Friday afternoon at 1. A lot of people are working.
Exactly, that's it's the time issue there. Yep.
Yeah.
Because the other one filled instantly, so I don't think it's that people have something against me running a game. So yeah.
And that's a 2-hour game.
Yeah, 2 hours, but with yeah.
Send me the 6th character, or send me a character as a backup emergency, like you've been backing up me. I may be free. I may be
okay.
I can't guarantee it, but I may be free.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So just send me a character.
I'll send you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if you get someone to fill it, that's all 3. But
yeah, I have a couple of backups too, so we'll see. And I can run it because those 2 players are so awesome that I will run them for them. Yeah. 2 players, and so that it works.
From work for 2 hours.
Okay, there you go. Yep. We might go an hour overtime if need be, or 2.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I'm just taking a look here because we have where is it? Oh my god, at 6 Eastern. No, that's you at 6 Eastern. Oh, it's not on here. At 5 Eastern, we have one with Trollord on their page about old school DMing. A golden Kappa train? Are you kidding me? Why couldn't that have happened on Sunday? Oh my god. All right, this is one here. Give me a sec. Jeez, 4 minutes 38 seconds. And you don't have to do anything, everyone. Don't do anything. Because I don't remember where this was. It's under community. Oh crap! I don't remember. I just did one too, and I don't remember where it was. where you could make it the increased subs. I was just gonna do it for an hour, but I can't find it. Oh boy. Oh well. That sucks. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I'll do it for one select hours. One. How many more? There you go. Start there. That'll even up it if you want to do it. You don't have to. Everyone just putting it in there. I'll give you an even better discount on that golden kappa if you want to. Not a big deal. So all right, Mike, how are you? Anna, how are you today? We got Sinister Secret here. That could use some people. Orc Skull, Murder on Greyhawk. It looks like he lost a person. This is the overnight game. I think Wayne is still in on that. So Something Dire This Way Comes. There's 3 opens. This second game on Murder Hobo's page, I don't think that's going to go. There's no sign-ups. Temple of Zeus is almost full. The Heir of Nyx, only 1 sign-up. Blood of Liars, only 1 sign-up. This is the one I think. Thanks, Rascal. Look at that. Boom. Isle of the Sunken Mage, that'll be the one that goes for him Saturday at 9. Zeef one has 2 signups, so there's still games to get into if you're interested. If you're interested in getting in games, there's still some things. Also, if you are interested, I still have 1 of each size of shirts except XL. There you go. Small, medium, large, 2X and 3X. We still have 1 left of each. They've gone pretty well. So, alrighty. Showing it. We'll do a lot more of that on Sunday during the Gavin show. We'll really show a lot. We'll have guests on. We'll talk about it. Hey, thanks, Patrick. Thank you. Yeah, actually, I don't mind throwing out that extra discount for all that. So today I got all 10 of them already up. Alrighty. Mike, were you involved early on in the 90s when these first came out?
No.
Were you on Cannon Fire at the time, or AOL, or?
I was not on Cannon Fire till like 2005, I think.
Okay.
It was on the web that they had an email list you could subscribe to from that must have been from like 97, Patrick, 96 or something like that. And you set it to digest mode, and you get like an email per day with long discussions and stuff. That was great.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. I think it was Gary Julian who started it. He had it. So you send an email, would subscribe to an email address back then, and then you could just send an email to that list, and everybody on the list got the email. It was a way of forum, but it was send out to the and so I set that to digest, and then you just got fun stuff. I don't think I've ever sent anything to that until maybe early 2000 somewhere, maybe. I'm not sure if I actually did, but that was my earliest interaction with the Greyhawk community.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then the Cannon Fire site came on a few years later, around 2000 or something like that.
So tonight we're gonna for the giveaway, we'll do as many of these as you can fit in the mailer, which is this. So I can do 3 modules or 2 reference books in one of those without it bursting. So there you go. If you want 3 modules, the winner, you get it. If you want 2 reference books, you get them. So that's what we'll do. We'll do that up. That'll be awesome. For the golden kappa here. All right, we're not going in any order.
Oh, let's start from the first one and then continue. Yeah.
Well, we'll bounce around because we got to get to number 10, because 10 is where I do all my stuff out of. I mean, I love 10. So we'll go for ones that we really like.
I like the early ones too. They're cool. The first one, it has this is like a history of the setting kind of. That's the main thing. Is a history that I don't know how alternate it is or how correct it is, but it has some surprising stuff built in there. I think it's Steve Wilson that put it together, if I remember. Yeah, correct. Stephen B. Wilson did the story, and each of them are not referenced per se, but so I don't know how much he kind of filled in the blanks or came up with, but there are some astonishing, cool or controversial stuff in here. Yeah. What's your take, Mike?
Who's the editor for the first one?
It's Eric Mona and Q Samantha. That they are the ones that are working on it. So yeah.
Because there's no the title.
So it's Eric. Yeah. So it's
Okay.
Eric wrote the preface or the kind of pre-words and stuff. So preamble. Yeah.
It was published by the cool, Gary.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. But it has very little of this when it comes to references and stuff. It got much better in later issues. It's very, very, very bare bones.
That's okay. I mean, all the covers from 1 to 9 don't change till 10. That's the first one to get an art cover on.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So yeah.
Yeah, but it's all good. So okay. I'm just trying to keep moving here.
Good to see Gary on. I
yes.
warned him what
Eric
the topic
wasn't part
was.
of number 1, really. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
Who was the one, Gary, from the early on, who was doing the editing for Oerth Journal? And I tried to get on the show, and he was coming on, and then he forgot and blew it off. And I was like, that's that. God, what was his name?
Was it Tamerlane?
It was Steve. Yeah, it was Steve. Okay. It was Steve. Yeah. All right.
But there's a couple of interesting stuff. One, when it comes to this timeline, one is that the Flan seem to migrate into the Flanese from west of the Hell Furnaces, meaning the Sea of Death, or Sea of Dust, sorry, but about 2,000 years ago, which I think is a very interesting thing if you want to apply it in your campaign. I thought that the Flan were more been there longer than 2,000 some years. So,
yeah.
So I don't really buy into that, but that was an interesting fact if you start reading this history, so to speak.
It doesn't say who wrote the article.
No, it's Stephen Wilson that put together the list. He's credited the Flannery history by Stephen B. Wilson.
Okay.
Yeah, but but I don't get. I'm not sure if he put together. No, the Sewell history is taken from Len, but Steve Wilson seems to be the guy that put it all together, so to speak. Right. All of them. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we have Vecna discovers Thuriston in a Sewell book in an elven library in Alidor, and the book is called The Fate of Tilorup. And that's an interesting fact, simply meaning it's in the Adri forest where he goes to kind of consult with the elves. He reads a Sewell book about Thuriston. There's a lot of implications or connotations there. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that one struck me as interesting, so to speak. And then in 272, the Yahitis, the Flan enclave in the North Province, is annihilated to the last person.
Where's that? Am I in the? Oh, I'm in the Sewell.
Yeah, Dominion. I can't keep up with her either. Where are you at?
It's in the OJ1 in the.
Yeah, no. What page? Where?
Oh, I have.
You're talking about
somewhere.
the Flan.
I think it's the Flan. Yeah, so I think it's the Flan story. It's 272. Yeah.
Here's the Elven. So is that
272? You have to.
Yeah, I know, but which is which, and what order are they in? They're Sewell, then Elven.
They're in time order, so you just have to. Yeah, but it was not. It was in summer.
Flan. There we go.
Yeah, but that's but it's. I have to hang on a second. I can search for it. So let's see here.
So there are theories that Q, Sam, Arya, and Knights were the same person, and either a current or former Tisar employee at the time. I'm sorry.
It's page 17. Common years, page 17.
That's funny, man. Really? You're sword to secrecy or sworn to secrecy there, Gary?
So, that's an interesting one. Yeah.
I am clapping. Golden Kappa. Woo! I got the golden head. Yay. Awesome. Very interesting. Thank you all. Really appreciate it.
Yep.
Huh. Okay.
Padin the Vain uses the hand of Vecna to start the insurrection of the Yahitis, a Flan enclave in the North Province. The Malachite throne destroys them to a person.
We got to remember, this is before that graphic novel came out.
Yeah, yeah. And that was supposed to have happened in 272. See what that to me is an interesting little nugget that you can have some Flan, and it doesn't contradict story in the history in general. So I kind of, yeah, that's an interesting.
I think all these were also written after Greyhawk Wars. So there's a lot of Carl Sargent stuff.
Yeah. I mean, Greyhawk Wars. I mean, this is 95,
yeah.
so yeah.
Exactly, it's published 95, so it has all the.
There's a lot of what do you call it? Typos in here, Norker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots and lots and lots of them.
Yeah. So those were a couple of little tidbits that I found in OJ1. A lot of the most of the stuff in these timelines I don't think is kind of too controversial, but there's some stuff here and there.
Controversial. That's a good way of putting it. I know stuff was probably used by it in later writings, but as I was reading over it today, I was just really mind boggled how it didn't age well for me.
No, I agree. Yeah.
I think today I almost wholesale ignore the OJ1 timeline.
Really? Because it's got it's just so deep on crazy theory.
It's very just out there. I don't think later writers carried it on very well. The closer you get to publication history, the better it is.
Yes,
but the farther away you go from the published history, the more it unravels, I think.
Yeah, and also it unravels in geography terms, because it seems like everybody comes from the same place geographically at roughly the same time, and that to me, except the elves and the dwarves and the halflings and the gnomes that just seems to have hung out in the Flannies forever, but the poor humans just migrate in from the places where they normally come. So except for the Olmans for some reason, and the Anakiris come from somewhere. So I don't buy the ancient story either.
So back to the Flan. The Flan in his history, they actually start out in the Sewell Empire.
Yeah.
West of the Flannis, it says. And then they move over there. I don't know how, but they get over there before everyone else, which I found that kind of interesting. And then, like Anna says, Vecna is very integral to the Flan history, except in his history, Vecna has a tower in the middle of the Near Div, which I would assume is where Ammanford's at.
Yeah. Or it's the Sunken Isles, or the where the old Flan cultures were. It's like an Isle of Woe kind of connection or something.
Well, I mean, actually, I found a reference to that too, Anna. It says here, Isles of Woe, they were like almost, say, 700 years after Vecna. The Isles of Woe sink, and they attribute the Isles of Woe to be an Erdian.
Okay, so the Erdian finally settled it, but that kind of makes sense. If they were Flan originally, the Erdians wanted to get rid of them. So okay, but that's an interesting tidbit. Yeah.
And other things that caught my eye, the Bright Desert, I believe, was caused by Vecna in his history.
Okay.
And Solm, the Solm Empire, starts after the fall of Vecna. So in his history, Vecna is very prehistory, whereas in our more established histories, he's just like, he's still in the Flannis when they migrate.
Yeah, I mean, he's not 5,000 years old. He's like, what is it, 1,500 or 10,000 or something like that?
Much more recent.
Yeah. Within established history, not prehistory. Yeah.
So it's a history, and it's a history that it was in the first issue that was good enough then to launch the Oerth Journal as an ongoing zine.
Yeah.
Maybe at the time there was no alternate, timelines out there. Steve being,
Mhm.
you know, the editor, of course, could put his out first, and I'm sure
Yep.
it was talked over with
Oh
others.
yeah.
But yeah, for some reason I don't think a lot of it was carried on in later people's writings, and that's a kind of a hallmark of good fan content, is that
Mhm.
you build on other people's stuff.
Mhm.
And I don't see a lot of people building on Steve Wilson's timeline.
No, I think it's kind of it was great that he wrote it, but I think we need to rethink some of that.
Don't go delving into this as any kind of canon here. This is one person's thought of it. So yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of stuff in here to really caught my eye and got me thinking. I like that he has this epic, him and Len's Sewell part. They were definitely shooting for this epic,
Mm-hmm.
like ancient history thing. As I'm reading it, especially like the Vecna versus Elven part, it feels like Lord of the Rings, the Silmarillion. You know, he's going for this really big, epic evil versus Elvendom.
The question is from Darkoff, were they fleeing from the Sewell Empire as refugees, or
not sure. I can't remember why they moved, but it said that they started out west of the Hill Furnaces, which puts them in the same basin
Yep.
as where the
Yep.
Sewell Empire's at.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Sewell Empire is the melting pot of all the cultures that eventually drive out of it.
Okay.
Is the way I understood it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
But that there's some other articles. It's the Chronicles of the County of Sundi, which I think is, I haven't read it I don't remember the details, but
Samantha Quiss article.
Yeah. So I don't think there's that much controversy around it. Now you have Radagast City, which I think it's a good basic layout of the city, and some examples of what you can find there and stuff. And that I think is it's like a lot of the Greyhawk content. You have a foreign quarter. You have to some extent. I have a little bit of a problem that almost every Greyhawk city seems to be almost not a carbon copy, but very closely related to City of Greyhawk, which
that was the basis for the best publication at the time.
Exactly, but I think that other cities should stand out for in a lot of ways being different from the City of Greyhawk. But yeah, but on the other one, it's a good article in the sense that it gives some things to build on, so to speak, when it comes to some names and even a little sketchy map. Yep, there's a map.
Sketchy map.
Yep. I would call it a sketch rather than a map, but it's a map. Yep.
Yep. Is this the only write-up of Radagast City that exists?
No, there is a wonderful map done of Radagast City. I forgot who did it, but it's.
And how many years are between the two?
20 or something. No, it's probably, maybe it was
this
that around 2000.
So.
Yeah, so at least 10 years. I think maybe 15. It was probably or somewhere around 2010, 2012 or something like that, when someone did, I forgot who, but did a fantastic map of Radagast City. We can see if I can Google it and find it, because I found it on the internet somewhere.
So, Taylor, you have a sinus infection. Your wife has COVID at the same time. That's rough, man. Holy geez. Sorry to hear that. That's rough.
Yeah. It's on DeviantArt. I can find it
How
here.
can I get stuff in here? Email to aquandra@aol.com, which is Eric Mona.
Yep.
No.
There we go. It's that map. It's by a guy called
Oh wow. That's probably on the Cannon Fire site.
Luke C. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It's I think it was from Living Greyhawk years.
Okay.
Yep. And it's a beautiful map.
All right. So I'm looking here. I'm trying to figure out how many of these people do I know. I don't know Tamerlane. Aquandra, I know. Q Samantha, I don't know.
Tamerlane is Steve Wilson.
That's Steve Wilson. Okay. Q Samantha, I never met her. Is she still around?
We don't know who she is, from what I understand. So,
and Eric didn't know either. Okay.
Nope. Nope.
Blue Sponge without an E. Armature.
Blue Sponge is Mark Bridgman, who I don't know personally.
Yeah, I know Quanders Eric. Lehman's on here, so it's Len Kafka, Kyrick, Solbrak, Brett E1, Screaming Lord. Don't know who that is. What's up, Curtis?
A bunch of
XTSR. That's funny. That could be anyone.
That's Roger, I think.
Is it Roger?
I think
yeah, I think so. I think so too.
XTSR is Roger. Okay.
I think so. Yep.
Aeolius.
Because we get to that in the later editions on this one. So yeah.
Blue Sponge is Tom Harrison. Okay.
Oh, I thought it was Mark.
Yep.
DM Scott W. Vul D Fool. Renegade 54, D Torcelio, Halberkill, Archmagius. Okay.
Yep.
Curtis just says hi to those that he wants to say hi to, because that's just the way he rolls. It's not personal.
Yep.
It's not personal. It's not personal, Rafter Man. It's just business.
Yep.
What movie? I just gave away a good one for tomorrow night. Don't take it personal, Rafter Man. It's just business. Hate the way these people shit on us. Yes, it is, Dale. Good job. Full Metal Jacket.
There you go. Yep. And
so, can I say something? I just got something. I'm not calling anyone out because I won't say name. If you haven't downloaded all 37 Oerth Journals by now and you can't download them, it's only 37 of them. It'll take you 10 minutes. When it opens up, download them all and put them on a hard drive, just like we all have.
Yeah.
It's all good. Yeah.
Yeah, because they seem to have disappeared for the
punches the bowl
right now.
Yeah. Lots of people are hidden in Roger's work. Oh, cool. Well, good for him. I wouldn't know that without talking to Roger. I appreciate that, Gary. And the backup external, you got it.
We were just talking about punches the bull last week. I didn't know that was an anagram. Should have, but there you go.
It's a wonder that Q Samantha was so prolific with girl arrows and no one. We have some people like that. There are some people out there that like just disappear, right? And it's just the way it goes.
Fred Whining.
Fred Whining, right? It just disappeared. Everyone knows if he's alive or dead, right?
Yeah.
So
I don't know what the copyright status or anything. The first issues, there's no copyright or anything written up, so they just seems to be in the public domain, so to speak. They don't mention any. Yeah. Well, we have copies of it, so somehow, one way or the other, we will get them. We will get them.
What's up, Mike? What's going on, dude? Thank you so very much. Good to see you. We're rocking and rolling here. Same old stuff. Carl Sargent is collecting players. Yeah, that's funny. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope things are good. You know, we're cranking it up here, talking about the first 10 Oerth Journals.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that raid, and very kind of you to do, man. So by the way, so the winner tonight's because we had a Golden Kappa hype train up to level 7, and then we had a hype train Sunday night with that up to level 11. Today's giveaway is fill the mailer, so you can get 2. For example, if you wanted the Greyhawk guide and you wanted the Adventure Begins, they'll fit in together. Right, or if you want 3 adventures, they'll all fit in. So whatever you want, it's a grab bag of whatever I have. 3 for the winner today. Yeah, man, it's good to see you, Mike.
Gary pointed out that the Oerth Journals that you are enjoying there, the PDFs, are not the original formatting for it.
Right, it got changed.
Those are probably cleaned up.
Yeah, because there were no PDFs yet, right? Hey, Star, spelled it wrong. You got W and R mixed. Yes. All right. Here's the editor's note. And there. All right. So it's Eric still at Quander on this one. Daniel Carter, an adventure, the Fountain of Palor.
Yeah, we got an adventure in OJ too.
The Lord Mill Mountains, an in-depth look at geographical region.
Yeah, no maps or sketches or anything, but we got the
Was
text.
it a thing? Was it a thing? It probably was. I don't know. I don't know what day of the week it is there, Dale. But was it a thing that people were storing for download on sites easily?
Yeah, PDFs came around early on, so yeah.
Look at that. A big-headed golden cap. That was cool. Look, all I remember is in the 90s, me playing AOL and Bill, the Happy Bill, which I'm being facetious, hex edited the gold box version and Neverwinter Nights on there, and we all had plus 250, whatever it is, 254 weapons and stuff, and we both got thrown off the site. So
95, yeah. Curtis.
95,
yep.
Curtis. Let's see what the date is here. If there's a date, there should be. November 1st, 1995. We're in. Yeah. So if you had the software to compile them, so yeah. Okay, so Fountain of Palor's adventure set in the Shieldlands of the world of Greyhawk. Oh, it's designed for 46 players of level 711. Okay, there you go.
And then we have a Lortmill Mountains article. Yep. Talks a lot about the geography and
look,
who lives there, and also Hateful Wars a bit, and adventuring in there. That's it. So it was a quick little issue, but yeah.
Well, trying to get people to write still for it.
Definitely intrigued in these the topics on these early articles: Sunday, Lort Mills, Radiguet City, because it's interesting the choices, because at this time you literally have everything available to write about for a fanzine, and these are the first
choices. Anyone know who Sulbrack is?
Nope.
No.
I know, Patrick, you had a name on there and you did a lot of things on Cannon Fire, Canadian Gamer. I forget the name because there's too many names going through my head as it is. So,
yeah, Lion Dove, that was sad that they killed, but they did kill the Greyhawk Atlas because they never made one for Greyhawk. They made one for Forgotten Realms, but not for Greyhawk, as far as I remember from the campaign cartographer. They had one a DVD or a CD with Forgotten Realms done for creative or campaign cartographer, but they did made one for Greyhawk, as far as I remember.
Everyone, for the wrap-up show coming up for Virtual Con 6, which is 2 Sundays. Hopefully we'll have some really cool surprises to let everyone know. We'll see. Just give us a couple weeks here with things going on. All right, so Lord Mill Mountains talk here.
Yeah.
There are notice there's no artwork in these.
Nope. That was very art was tough. Yep.
Land, dwarves, gnomes, Aarakocra is mentioned. Hateful Wars is mentioned.
Yeah. Like was mentioned in the chat, the originals were RTF files.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. In fact, isn't all the AOL talk stuff still in RTF format somewhere?
Yeah. Well, they made it PDFs or RTF. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Yep.
All right. Well, that's cool. 2 articles for this one. And there's the Council of Greyhawk again. MS Paint was king.
Interesting. In the Lord Mills article, that says that Lyric of Vesby supported the humanoids in the Hateful Wars. So that's one active lich that reaches out from way up in the Vesby. Yeah.
Larrick's Tower.
Pro humanoid.
Well, you don't know that for sure, though.
This is fan stuff.
I understand that. I understand.
Take it with a big grain of salt.
Absolutely. That's what I imagine a lot of people do that with my content, and it's
mine
totally
too.
Fine.
Yeah.
All right. Let's put these back up to the top. Number 3.
Yeah. That we have editor's notes, or note when he has some common criticism against Greyhawk. that Eric wrote together. And oh, here comes a wonderful article that I really, really love, made by someone named Gary Julian, Peace Medger. The Sorcerer Societies of the
Is this the
Flannies.
breakout article? Is this the article that
looks
gets
like it.
Gary
Yeah,
into
seems like it.
official publication?
Oh
Yep.
no, and then we have the Crook of Ral in here too.
Mm-hmm.
By Eric Boyd.
Yep.
That's a very lengthy article. I don't think there's any writing on the Crook as big as this article.
Okay.
So, Gary, hats off to your secret societies or sorceress societies of the Flannies. Awesome one.
Yeah, it looks like this is the breakout
So,
article number 3.
Before you jump to 4 already,
no.
So Gary's article it has some fun stuff in it. Like this is your first appearance of the Silent Ones.
Yep.
Just about every sorcerer school you can think of, Gary has put it in here. The Guild of Wizardry and City Greyhawk, the Zashazar. I'm guess Gary, did you create that in Zeef, the Zashazar? But my favorite part is when you get close to the end of it, the minor sorcerer societies in the Hold of the Sea Princes. Check that part out, Jay.
Okay. Sagacious Society of Nyrond. So Valmoko, you using that? Valmoko and Rob Phantom, using that? Sagacious Society of Sorcerer's Renexus of Astra. Cool. Here's the Zas. Well, I can't even say that. That's sharp.
Oh, you mean the Mornmerg ones?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Hasn't become a thing yet for Rob. All right. United Artificers of Iron Gate. No dwarves in that, obviously.
I love the Rel Devon. Yeah, and Gary, the Rel Devon article, part of that one, the Eldritch Lords of Rel Devon. That was my inspiration for my Rel Devon campaign.
Oh, awesome.
Yep.
But we have the first write-up that we've ever seen on the Society of Magi of Greyhawk with exactly what the hell it is. We're talking about what is that? What is Adeline doing?
Just last week, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, this is such a great article with so much cool depth to it. So, yep, hats off. Yep, the Eldritch Lords. Yep. I spun deeper into that little article and I made it into a 7-year campaign. Yep. And it was the Sevener and others were after the Eldritch Lords, and the Crandons gathered together to defend it and use it, and that was part of the scheming going on in the background.
Power and visibility of the Free City and its mages.
Yep.
Okay.
The old vamp.
All right. So they weren't in the shadows then. If they're looking about the power, and of the Free City itself, the Cyberx and the code are easy to edit or in special interests. Cool. Another group seeks to restore ruins of Facebook. All right. Council Wizards of Winetha.
Yep. And Bakloonish Delights. That's a good one by Eric. Yep.
Silent Ones. There's the Silent Ones. Is that the first? That's not the first one. Is that the first mention of the Silent Ones here?
My guess is that it's probably the oldest. Yep.
So that actually went from Bannon to.
See, that's what I'm saying. Now we're getting to an area where this stuff that goes in Oerth Journal does make it into publication.
Yeah. Right.
Yep. First public mention. Yep.
That's awesome.
And, Gary's not plucking this from Steve Wilson's timeline or anything. This is all stuff Gary's created.
Well, it's good to see some stuff made it in.
Yeah.
Conclave Arcanum of Divers. The Sign of the Red Talisman and Zeef. Here's the Eldritch Lords of Rel Devon.
Yep. and I was mapping the when I started going over the Oerth Journals again when I moved to California. That's when I started mapping the eastern part, really, the former Grey Kingdom and Rel Devon. So that's why I chose to. So I was mapping the Rel Devon area, and I picked Rel Devon because of that article, and I read it and was like, yes, this is so cool. I need to. So that became my base of operations for an almost 10-year long campaign, up until I moved to the Shield Lands like 5 years ago, and now that is my home base for a couple of more years, and then I'll move somewhere else. Yeah.
Oh wow! Didn't know it was a 10-year long campaign. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, almost. There was like 7 years of active play, and then it kind of winded down after that. So yeah.
These are all right, Villain City, Neil Draw, Gradsoul. I'm just talking about guilds in certain cities.
Yep.
Monmerg. Is this the one you're talking about? The Wizards of the Coast?
Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah.
That's a funny one.
Awesome. Yep.
Never scholar, even all that is politically inclined. They always have benefited greatly from the position at the gateway of the unknown lord. Sure.
Gary never did anything silly like that ever since.
And it's weird that should have made it into public source, because it's Wizard of the Coast for Wizard of the Coast Greyhawk publication. Yeah.
Don't worry about Lion Dove. Curtis,
Oh,
that's
it's good.
the least of Curtis's worries. If you think he's some guy who's doing 5e conversions, trust me, he's got more things to worry about being Fritz. They have not bought the company yet, right?
Okay. So that damn, it should have been part of Wizard of the Coast Greyhawk. Yeah.
The Mistress of Perfection and Her Servant by Eric Mona. Zanier.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we got some Baklooni deep dives there. Yep. And then we have the Crook of Rao by
you really gonna pass over Eric Mona's article like
sorry.
quickly?
Yeah, go on.
Go ahead, Mike.
Please, deep dive. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I'm not gonna deep dive, but I'm at least gonna mention this is like one of his best received articles.
Sorry. Yeah, we should definitely. Mm-hmm.
Just one part of it I wanted to point out is on Zwoken's, like his ascension. And it's a great mythological tale of him going to the shores of the Dramage, seeing the pinnacles of Azeroth, and and he has no boat to get to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but because he's such a great follower of Zanier, he's such a perfect follower, he actually walks on water, gets to the pinnacles. Once he gets there, he climbs it by hand, no tools or anything. He climbs to the very top, and when he gets there, he's confronted by Azeroth himself. And instead of a fight breaking out, they sit down, they talk, they become friends, and then Zwoken's kind of brought into the club after that. So nice little. That was my favorite part of the whole article. Was this
until he gets captured in Castle Greyhawk,
and then he gets captured Castle. But that's very Zwoken. You know, he's just real peaceful and goes with the flow.
But then he gets freed if you run the adventure. And there's a Zwoken following in Greyhawk City too. In expeditions, there's a whole Zwoken monk enclave. You get to, there's a monk fight in the adventure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. So what is this here? Some of the Abid Dal Zan stressed. Is that followers of Zan? Abid Dal, because that's almost like Abid Alim.
It's almost, isn't it?
Dalzim, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know the details of that as well. I do know that his article does go into some detail about some of the monasteries, which is really cool.
Right.
One of them being in O.
Yeah, okay. Is it on the map?
It's on Anna's map.
Yeah, I think I put it in. Hang on a second here. Yeah.
Ascension is Zwoken. Because Zwoken is a demigod, right? Yeah, he's a demigod.
Yeah. The pinnacles are on. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Zanier and Zwoken relations. All right. Let's continue through here. The Crook of Rao.
Mm-hmm. By Eric Boyd. Mm-hmm.
So this is not banishment time, or is it? No, it's not.
No, I think this is before
Yeah.
Roger put it back in play again
Yeah.
in I think so. Yeah.
The quest. Yeah.
So here we have an alternate version of the Crook of Rao that you can use. Yeah.
Clearly, it's an important artifact. It was in Isle of the Ape.
Right, but there's some, like I said last week, we showed there's some weird. The Rao priest has some weird thing. It says crooked staff of Rao, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
That was.
Which is
it's a gradual introduction of it. It became mentioned, and then it got into something, and eventually it became a big thing.
I'm just looking
It's
to
like
see.
the Vecna. First, it was just a mention in the old Dungeon Master's Guide and a hand and an eye, and then that turned into something bigger over time.
Huh. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, yeah. Eric Boyd is just writing like crazy at this time, Curtis. Yeah, absolutely.
My favorite part of the article, I mean, he does go in a lot of detail about the powers of the crook and everything, but when I read about artifacts, for some weird reason, I always skip to the end because
Yeah,
I want to
just see
read
the
how you
film.
destroy them.
Or the powers. Yeah. Quarterstaff +3.
So Eric's suggested means of destruction for the crook are interesting, needless to say.
I'm just looking here. Here it is. Must be buried in the cauldron of night. Oh, it's in the Spurred Isle, right? And the crook must be fed to Kesef, the Chaos Hound.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. That that's for if you're in Forgotten Realms with it.
Right.
Yeah.
So Eric's kind of using his Forgotten Realms foo.
Yeah.
To cross over.
It's Patrick. Because From the Ashes is out, but there's no undo of it yet. So for some reason, Roger goes, the Crook of Rail's a perfect thing I can just utilize to.
He might have been inspired by this, even if he didn't use any of it directly. So yeah, because we know he contributed, so he was aware of the Oerth Journal, and he talked to Eric and others when he was starting to ramp up to reintroduce Greyhawk again. That happened like a couple of years after this. So yeah.
Okay, and we got From the Earth, From the Ground Up. Right?
Yeah, this is one of my favorite, and I must give first Roger a big shout out for this article, and then Gary Julian for the follow-up in the next Oerth Journal, because these two are the defining works of when it comes to the planet. Yeah, and they got me thinking, and so when I started planning for my take on the planet, these two articles were the ones were my go-to first, so to speak, and they're not super interesting directly from a cartography perspective, but from a geographical perspective, because what I think they emphasize is that you get a chance to figure out, to see how big the planet actually is, how gigantic. To be fair, I fuddled the numbers a bit because I shrunk it down by 400 miles, so it became the same size as Earth, simply for simplicity of cartography. You can use the same tools if you don't have to change the planet dimensions. It simplified it. So my take on it, it's shrunk. So the Solnor Ocean is about 175 miles less wide.
Nobody
so to speak.
Will miss it.
Exactly, no one will miss it. But I needed to point it out because Roger and Gary did such an awesome job mathematically defining it up, so to speak, and get the numbers right. And you can see how many millions of tens of millions of square miles the different continents are, and compared to Eurasia and others. So it's kind of amazing. So the let's see here, the continent of Eric is 16,411,779 square miles.
What's Earth? What's Earth? Our Earth?
Well, the Eurasia is 21 million. So it's about the same size.
Okay.
It's almost the same size. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not it's about 21,880 21,883 compared to 21,196. So it's slightly bigger than Eurasia, depending on how you count, so to speak. But yeah, and I started counting pixels on my map, so to get it. Mine is even a bit bigger because I shrunk the oceans and kept the, the landmass. So maybe, but roughly there. So about 20, a bit over 20 million square miles.
Right.
But it's yeah.
Yeah, Europe and Asia shouldn't be two separate continents.
No, it's geographically it's
No,
Europe is just a peninsula part of Eurasia.
Yeah.
And there you come to the question, what is a continent? And they bring it up. I think Roger brings it up when it comes to Hepmonaland. Is that a separate continent? And the geographical term has to do with how much of a continental shelf you have and stuff. But Australia and Greenland are edge cases, whether they should whatever and so on, because they share continental shelf with the continent next to them. So Australia is not separated from Asia when it comes to shelf, because there's like shallow same continental
between
shelf.
Indonesia there and
Exactly, because they're drifting towards each other. So eventually Australia will collide with Eurasia just like India did. What was it, like 30, 40 million years ago or something like that? So Australia will have the same journey. So therefore it's now considered, but it's more like edge cases, and so it's more like what kind of geographical criteria do you put up? So what is an island and what is not? So yeah.
Yeah, a lot of data here.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
look, he just says,
exactly,
I
this
have
is
heard about Aquaria. That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So and you also start looking at the polar when you have an actual tilt of 30 degrees rather than 23 degrees. So that way you get bigger polar regions and bigger tropical regions and squished temperate regions and stuff like that. So this is that article that start mentioning these things and calculated them and stuff. So it's a math, it's an engineer's perspective on this rather than a cartographer's. But I was very grateful because it gave me all the starting numbers I needed in order to get into this. So hats off to Roger that and we've discussed this at GaryCon. So we said we're going to have another discussion in the future about this. So we should have Roger on and we should discuss this further in the future. Yeah.
I don't know how available he's been lately. I haven't seen him
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, we'll see, but it's kind of cool. So this one is a fantastic article when you have and it mentioned hang on a second here. There's one of the coolest thing is there was an mention in the module that the C1, the hidden shrine of Temoacan, that was written a text saying that the Allmen, they walked from Medio to Hepona land on land, so to
those
speak.
islands are just
but there was there was a note there saying that they walked from one to the other. It's mentioned in this article. So when Roger wrote about this, that was my idea of looking into ice ages and hot periods when you have sea level change. And that was my inspiration to that. So yeah, so that was so much fun.
Thank you, Patrick.
Yeah. I think it's the reason that Europeans wanted to be separate from Asia is old politics. That's has nothing to do with geography, really. It was meaning modern geography was invented in Europe, and they wanted to separate themselves from everybody else. That's my guess. Yeah. If modern geography would be invented somewhere else, then some other part would be different or something. So that's my take.
I also liked that the article mentioned Dave Howery's like jungle continent article from Dragon Magazine as a possible template for Hepmonaland.
Yep. Yep. So it's really there's some cool questions and ideas and a lot of awesome math in that article. So hats off to Roger. And then here comes OJ4. Yep.
Divers Project.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Samantha Quest posted a very intriguing, unique version of the city of the world folder on America Online.
Yep.
Ah.
I think it's a good short write-up, but it's more about not so much about the city in detail. It's more about the city and its relations with the rest of the continent.
So I'm
yeah.
guessing by now in the Council of Greyhawk, Samantha Quest is positioning herself as the city gazetteer person. So this is, 2 in a row.
All right, this is 30. This is 30 years ago, right? Wait a minute. What year is this? This is gotta be 96. August of 96, right? I mean, was she ever on Cannon Fire?
I don't know.
Gary, was she ever on Cannon Fire?
Maybe. I'm not sure. Gary,
all I'm saying is that
yep.
just like we found
okay, nope, she was not.
Okay, we found Alpha, right, Anna? We found Alpha.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Someone should try and find some of these people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She
Yep.
disappeared by 2001.
Okay, there you go.
All right, completely disappeared.
Just
Gary.
missed the resurgence then.
Yep.
The Living Greyhawk.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
Yep. We'll see. That might be. Yeah, but it's a little quick, but good little write up.
Is a long time from this. So, I mean, anything can happen in 30 years.
Yep.
So, all right, welcome to Divers.
Yeah, it's a short write up, not so much about the details of the city, but more about the city overall, so to speak. Its politics, its relations with the rest of the world, and stuff like that, which I really appreciate. And there's a bit of the guilds and stuff. So, yeah.
Huh. She write it up as, is it the shithole like I think it is?
That's the sad part. It doesn't get into sources much.
Okay.
Yeah, because
it's just general details.
Yeah, and Jay, what I think is kind of cool is that Gary in the Gord books, there is some cool Nero temple and stuff in Divers.
Yeah, which is kind of scary. It's
outward. Yeah, exactly. So both Greyhawk and Diver, Gary's vision of the cities were much more grim and cool and deep, not the shiny kind of lighthearted, more superficial that you get from the TSR products, but he had a much more grimmer with the workhouse and Gord books.
Sam, it's almost through a full hour, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Sam, you missed. You could have shredded the Wilson timeline completely. The first, you missed that.
A-Boy gets the Elven Cavalier character exemption, but I wonder if a Blade Singer would get the same. So,
yep.
Oh, sorry, man. Sorry about that. So, my main difference is Divers. You have an Assassin's Guild in Greyhawk, and they kind of are very professional about it, right? Assassin's Guild and Divers, you don't mess with them. You look at someone wrong in the Assassin's Guild and Divers, and they'll slit your throat. That's the difference. Turns out Stalker's not walking around slitting people's throats in downtown Greyhawk. You know what I'm saying? But the Divers, Assassin's Guild, yeah, that's the difference I have. So, refugees from the Pomarsh following the hateful wars, the dwarves started to you got a lot of dwarves there. Interesting.
Yep.
Okay.
And then come measuring up Oerth. That is the follow-up from Roger's article about the planet. And then Gary Julian wrote the follow-up in Oerth Journal 4, which is really cool because Gary takes Roger's calculations and then extrapolate more detail from it. So he has more kind of he plays a lot of places in Greyhawk have the latitude and longitude. I need to go back and double check my numbers because my numbers will not match this one because not all of them, so to speak.
He's
but
using that MIT education.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and
Hey,
I don't have
Gary,
an
do you
MIT.
still have peacemedger at AOL.com or GLHolian at MIT.edu? Do you still have those
that
emails?
would be funny.
Yeah.
Earth Sciences. You geology major? You looked at rocks? Bam. I thought you were like, creating nuclear bombs and stuff, man. I'm just kidding. It's all good. I didn't have a major, so I had 3 minors, so I can't complain. I mean, I can't bust anyone's stones. Yeah. Let's see here.
But it's really cool to see this, and it was very, very inspirational for me. So thank you, Gary, for writing that. That's awesome. So now I should actually go and double check my numbers compared to see how much I screwed up.
Interesting. All right, Sam, everyone's got to have inspiration from something, right? So that's good.
Yeah.
That's all cool.
And often if someone writes something you don't like might inspire you more than if someone writes something you do like. So therefore it might have been spurred some good stuff. So yeah.
All right. So Gary does a lot more detail here on.
Yeah, it's a lot of he takes Roger's stuff and then he extrapolates and do follow up work, so to speak. So he complements Gary's, Roger's. So Gary complements it by adding detailed stuff.
We are going over the first 10 Oerth Journals.
Yeah.
And having some fun here, just talking about things. The winner of tonight's giveaway is getting many as 3 giveaways. 3. It's whatever I can stuff into this. Without it ripping. So normally it's 3 adventures or 2 reference books. That'll be the giveaway for tonight. So we'll load it up. Really appreciate it. Cool, Gary. Cool article. I could never write something like this. My head would hurt too much. Seriously, it's too much. I mean, math was my thing back in school. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, math has never been my. I can understand it, but it's never been one of my passions.
Dragon Herd, normally there is with one touch of a button. You go to Greyhawk Online, you download them, but the site is down. So we are trying to. Mech Boy, I need to get you your Joust character. All right. Over the weekend, I'm going to be doing all that. All right, we just too much going on. So I don't have a stream on Saturday. Saturday's going to be all that stuff. So technically didn't use a lot of well, not that. This kind of stuff. Points, cartography points and all. Standard math,
Yep.
How does the Sergeant Timeline fit in Oerth Journal? Well, From the Ashes has already come out. So it's here. We're in 97 now? Are we in 96 or 97 still? We are in August 10th, 96.
Yep.
Everything Sergeant wrote did factor into Oerth.
So when this came out, I was married 3 months.
There you go. Yeah.
Wow. Real much. Hey, Jingo, thanks, man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. And then we have a follow-up from, I was going
to say, and thank you earlier for the Golden Kappa hype train up to level 7 and the hype train up to a level 11 with that on Sunday. Thank you, community. Really appreciate it. All right. The Good Earth, Green Nightmare, the Medio Jungle Part 1. Roger. Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this is really cool. Choice. This is more geography than cartography, so to speak. He talks about it, writes about all the cool stuff, and he comes with a pronunciation guide, which I think is cool too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And it's I think my opinion, the best write-up of Medio to date. So yeah, it's a lot of cool stuff. So yeah. Now I need to read it in detail again. Yeah.
What tropical creatures are not found?
Yeah,
No,
it's around
elephants,
there.
rhinos, bears, giraffes, lions, tigers, oh my, hippos. The absence of elephants is puzzling, as carved ivory figures are sometimes found in treasure hoards kept by tribal chieftains and shamans. Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. There are carnivorous baboons, because you gotta have baboons everywhere in Greyhawk. No,
Well,
without baboons,
yeah.
you don't have lossels.
Yep. So there will be apes and monkeys spread earlier. So that means that the ancestors of humanoids were around early on. Yep.
That's right, Patrick. You do. That's funny. Yes. And then monsters, Decon. Oh, he has the Decon, the intelligent gorillas. Okay. Cool.
So that was, yeah, that's issue number 4.
The Oldman.
I was thinking, we should share the.
What's that? The link?
Yeah, to hang on a second.
You just can't get to it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shame because look at that. There you go. Boom, 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 boom. Pump it up there. Pump you up. Boing. It's funny. And here we got this is at the pronunciation guide. It's good.
I'm pretty good with all those pronunciations. I don't have any disputes.
No, I'm looking here. I don't either.
Oh, Rick.
It keeps on going. My gosh.
Oh yeah.
This is when did the Scarlet Brotherhood publication come out? It's after this, 98, right? It's not out yet.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I wonder how much
hang on a second.
Does Sean Reynolds reference this?
I
bet you he did.
I have to double
so.
check when that one Scarlet Brotherhood came out.
I think it's 98.
Yeah.
It's 98 or 99.
I got 99.
99, okay. Yes, it's not out yet.
Yep.
Wah, wah, wah. Cool. All right. 5. Where if we run behind, we're doing 10 no matter what. If we got skips a couple like 7 and 8 or 8 and 9, we'll do that because I want to do 10 because I use a lot in 10.
Yeah, but it's this the 5 is interesting. It has a first write up of Blackmore.
All right. From Talman to Tomb of Horrors.
By Frederick Wining. So
yeah, that's
so Fred appears. Whoa.
Yeah. That was a good. Yeah, so it might be this is probably part of what will become in Living Greyhawk.
After this, he's like, I'm done.
Yeah, but it might be what's coming in Living Greyhawk Gazetteer later.
As you can see, that editing is a little off in the PDF there, just having that, that, but it's okay. All right. Now we're starting to get some content. It's multiple articles, right?
Oh yeah, they grow. That's the best thing. In the beginning, they were really short, and then they get longer and longer. So yeah. So that is a good write-up that I think if you read it, I think it's a lot of it probably overlapping.
Cyclops. Oh, that's Frederick Wining. Okay, that's Fred.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, they got the trademark in here now.
Yeah, they have to put in the disclaimers and stuff properly because these were the years when TSR stand for they sue often or something. So yeah, or sue regularly. So that that was.
We need to do it like we need to get Leonard Nimoy's son because Leonard's dead and do a new In Search of TV show for these people.
Oh.
Instead of remember the old In Search of. By the way, it's all over YouTube now. I've been watching some of the old ones. The video quality is so bad it hurts my eyes, but they're funny. Some of them are really funny. I watched it in Search of the Great Flood, Noah's Ark one. That was, yeah. It's just, yeah. Things have changed, technology, and so it was 79. So it's that 45 years. Things, yeah, stuff has changed. It kind of a little dated. Hey, Mandy, hope you're doing all right. All right, Archbarony of Blackmore, Frederick Wining. Was Fred?
Yep.
Did Fred play in? Anyone know? Does Fred play with Arneson?
I don't know. I'd never talked to him or emailed or anything, so I don't know. Yeah. Maybe Gary or Eric knows. If
you doubt it, okay. I didn't know if he was part of that crew. I don't know.
Definitely seems like a pet project of his because this stuff appeared in the Best of AOL.
Yep.
And then was put into Oerth Journal.
All right, are we not to 97 yet? Let me take a look. Yep, January 20th, 97.
Yep.
This one.
And then we have an Eric Boyd, the Worms of the Flanies, the Copperhead, the Worms of the North. That is one up in the, hang on a second here, is up in the,
Thanks, Bob.
Our first
southeastern Pearland and the Vale of High Folk up there.
Our first major dragon, fan fiction dragon.
One of the early fan ones, I think. Yeah.
Question: Are these locations on your map? Dearth Kettle Keep.
Yes, I think it is. It rings a bell somewhere because
Castle, Broomsage Abbey.
Yep.
Musshog and Tonsberg. I know those names.
Yep.
Ah, the Egg of Coot.
Because I read all these Oerth Journals that I did, so I think they are.
I'm not an expert on Blackmore, but I'm pretty sure that's all adapted from Arneson's Blackmore.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just trying to like merge the two, more intricately than what we have.
Because it's still weird. It's still a weird thing that it got thrown onto the map up there. In the Greyhawk map.
Yeah, and the problem is that the content is way more adapted than the map is, because the map didn't get adapted to
right.
That's one of my projects. I want to change the Greyhawk map to match better the content that is up there, because the map,
swamps at least.
Yeah, because the map has done, it's way little geography and way more stories and stuff up there. So I want the geography to match the stories. So I think I'm going to rewrite it and redraw it. And there's been done. I'm sorry, I forgot the name. He did lots of cool stuff from Arneson's, and I met him at GaryCon. Damn.
Alderaan.
Yeah,
Daniel
exactly.
Boggs.
Yeah, Daniel Boggs. Thank you.
I got the book here, the hardback book.
Yeah. Yep.
The hardback book.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I want to incorporate some of what he done and stuff, and redo the geography up there a bit, so adjust it.
Temple of the Toad. There's that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's expensive and difficult to change the map. So they just
you're not going to change
move
that down or anything. You're just going to change the cartography.
Oh yeah, I'm going to change the cartography a bit to match the better. Put it back in
Splurcat.
Yeah, it's kind of
Notice he says inspired by Ed Greenwood in this.
Okay, there you
inspired
go.
Inspired by Worms in the North, articles about Ed Greenwood.
I don't think I'm not sure. Maybe I did put the dragon on.
I don't remember that name on the map.
No, I didn't put it. So maybe I should put it in here.
It has exactly where it is. Mount Cooper's high above the Velvet Driver River Valley, C585, due west of the town of Verbeek Hill. Long abandoned mine shaft. So it's there.
Yeah.
I used to use those Worms of the North articles all the time, but I ported them to Greyhawk.
Then your guys killed them.
And then they killed them. Right.
Yeah. Okay. A deep shaft drops over a half mile into the bowels of the earth, so he's way down there. All right, there we go. Some new data for Anna to put on her map. That's awesome.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Yep. I put in there. So yep.
Hey, Jeremy, are you there, Astrolier? Seeing if you're there in chat. I have I wanted to make a nice suggestion for you to talk to someone. He may be AFK. Just send him a message here.
Yeah, and here comes something that is up your alley, Jay. The Longshoremen's Union from Divers.
Let me get through this. All right, so he's got a lot about this dragon, which is pretty
cool.
yeah,
it's a cool one, and
he's
even
got some
has
new
a spell
in here too.
Yep, burnish and transform iron to copper. Yep.
Not as unique as our toilet humor spells we created when we were in high school, but yes.
No, I guess Eric was trying to be an adult back then.
Oh no. Hey, he got intensify orgasm in the frickin' Davies book.
Yeah.
He just called it intensify sensation.
Yeah. But that's when he stopped playing it an adult. Then he
and he snuck that into the deities and demigods book for Forgotten Realms. He got it through for Sharis. Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah.
Yep. All right. And it sounds like it's going insane. Wow, there you go. You gotta love viewing streaks there, Mandy. Thank you. All right. Hudson Hawk. There you go. All right. The Longshoremen's Union. Nice.
Yep.
Clearly, that's something that this author was building upon the previous issue, Q Sam's.
Yeah.
Divers.
Yeah, so you can build them together too. Yep.
See, this is perfect. I could take this and I already you've all seen the Longshoremen and Harvey are sons of bitches. Yeah, they're Union thugs and they're working with Alita, and so it would be, this is an easy port over. He's got the organization, 500 members. That's a lot. Few of the Longshoremen are actually sailors. Yeah. Religious faction. That's cool. Yeah, everyone always forgets that Divers is on the near D, like a sea power. Just it goes away with in my mind. Yeah.
Nice. They call the this worshippers of Procan a cult. We did that article on cults.
Right. Yeah, I saw that.
Go. Cult of Procan. That's not one I would have thought of.
Well, they say it's only 20. So it sounds like if the cult's trying to take power away from the guild master, right? That would be a problem.
Small group causing problems. That's a cult.
It's always it's always small groups. They need to be dealt with. Tony and I found to pass along to Anna. Let me see. Whoa. All right, hold on. That's a copy, obviously, and that looks just like the Judges Guild maps, right? Because it was done in Judges Guild, right? I think that came out of the Judges Guild publication that he did for the first ever campaign. Has anyone ever seen that? I've been always trying to get a hold of that, and it's almost impossible. There's one that Arneson put out for Judges Guild called Your First Ever Campaign. I think that's the map from it. Is that correct,
Okay.
Jeremy? Yeah, hold on
one
second. Yeah, that's what I thought. Here, let me bring this out. Because it's the same as the city state. It's in the same as the Thunderhold in the city state of Invincible Overlord. Or let me if I crash the stream, so be it. There we go. Well, here I got to let me that didn't work. Hold on. Why is it doing that? Let me just save the image. Let me save the image.
Yeah, save the image and put it in Discord or something.
I'm just gonna go out. Yeah, I'll get it to you in Discord, but I'm gonna bring it up here for right now.
Yeah, so we can see it. Yep.
There we go. Okay. Thank you very much. There we go. With Dave's signature on it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the First Fantasy campaign map.
Yep.
Now I don't think it's the Duchy of 10 is on here. It's actually
Yeah,
10.
I have a similar. I think it must be based on the same map or it's identical map. Yeah, because that's one I've seen. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is interesting because the terrain and the islands are actually mapped based
There's
on
Blackmore.
the Netherlands, on Holland, a map of an old map of the Netherlands. So that's why they took the geography. So I wanted to tie on a little bit better because this matches. You can do more cool stuff with the geography here and the area than the base, because on the Darlene map it was just on the periphery and they probably didn't spend many minutes mapping that area at all, so to speak. Yeah.
So Jeremy, on another note, I know Mike Nice still had you and Tony on last week, and no one knew about it. Just like no one knows he's streaming right now. He's got like 4 viewers. He needs to learn how to advertise a little bit better. So if you reach out to him, I can help him if he wants it. If he wants assistance. Hold on, my laptop is disconnected and it's about to go off. All right, so just reach out to him. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I love Judges Guild maps, and I'll get that to you in Discord, no problem.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
All right.
Just in case there might be some detail.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Some of it is all right. Jim Lanter, Perrinland.
Oh yeah, they drained it. It's a low-lying area that they drained, so it's like 1/3 or so of the country is recovered from the ocean, so to speak. That is technically below.
They put a webbing down. They did all sorts of stuff.
Oh yeah, they've been the masters of coastline engineering for centuries. So yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Exactly, they moved France north.
All right, so this is on Perrinland.
Yeah, it's interesting. This looks very similar to the write-ups you got in the Living Greyhawk Gazetteer a few years later with the same setup and stuff. So it seems to be almost like the same template.
I think both of these gases were definitive. Yep.
Yeah, the write-up is very similar with politics and history and geography and stuff. So very, very similar.
Mike, did you use this for your campaign at all, or?
I think I have read through it, but like Anna says, it's pretty close to the Living Greyhawk version of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of stuff that made it over into the Living Greyhawk Gazetteer. But yeah, Jim Lanter, I don't remember seeing any other stuff from him. So yeah.
But my hat's off to the guy.
Rob Kuntz. Wow, with Douglas Behringer. Roblar remembers Eric's cousin. Eric's cousin was an assassin. That's Grimslade's the one with the little wombat Umberhulk, right? Eric's cousin's the assassin guy, right? So Gary and I thought Federer like Mark Ratner. He always Mark Ratner. Huh. Interesting. Iron Check, thank you. Oh my gosh, another hype train. Jeez. You guys are insane tonight. S4 large coverage show canceled. There's Fazor Blue. I'm just looking to see if there's any other. Thanks, Moose, hopping it up. It seems that Mars. All right, so it was one page. Interesting. Just some information.
Not remembering a whole lot of it.
Yeah. So it's Ernie's character.
Yeah,
two Vorpal swords.
Yep.
He should be hanging out with Tim. The ever mysterious Tim more.
Yeah, one is not enough. You need two. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I lined up. I have none of them because it's magical world, so it just doesn't matter. What clips? For what? What clips are they in reference to? A movie? I'm sorry, chill out. To what? What are you in reference to? I'm sorry. What time is it?
It's 40 minutes left. Yep.
Eric got Kuntz to work on Mark Hansen.
Yeah.
when you subscribe, where there's a little clip that plays. I don't.
Oh, is
Oh, you mean my
Yeah.
oh that's
Twitch
Legends
page.
of the Seeker. That's Legends of that's that's Legends of the Seeker. Yes, 2 years it was out. It was books. Oh yeah, it was awesome. It was out in the early 2000s. The guy who was the tall 6'7" guy in the Road Warrior who writes the gyrocopter and is the Mouth of Sauron in Lord of the Rings, which gets cut out of most unless you have the extended version. He's in the first season of Legends of the Seeker as well. Yep, I forget what his name is. He's huge. I didn't realize how big he was. I think he's
Bruce
Spence.
Spence.
Yes, he's 6'7". Yep. Thanks for the hype,
Wow.
everyone. Yep, he's in it. Oh, good guy. A whole good thing. All right, I'm skipping ahead to 10, and we'll go back. All right.
Okay.
Skipping to 10. Look, artwork.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is the first proper one that is more like a
first one with artwork.
Yeah.
On the cover.
That was done as a PDF from the start, I think, because it has proper formatting and stuff.
Chiller. Legends of Seeker is awesome.
You sure that wasn't retroactively done by Rick Miller?
That might have been,
because
yes.
It looks like Rick's fonts to me.
Oh yeah, that's true. So this was not done by Rick from the
1999.
Produced by the Council of.
Yeah.
Let's see, that might be at the end. Big Chair, Tom Harrison, Bill Rhodes. No, it's Nathan Irving.
Oh, Nathan Irving, yeah.
Yeah,
Nathan
and Morgan Rodwell and Rick LaRue, editorial assistants. Yep.
All right. Here we go.
Yeah, first we have a Heronius that I think is really cool.
There's some great stuff in here.
A lot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Lots of stuff that we use.
Yeah.
Lots of
and
stuff
some
here.
spells there too that I'm
like every
putting
issue,
into.
just one ups with
things. So Heronius, let's start here. All right, so Heronius, Russell Tim. Notice it's all in the second edition style for the guide.
Yeah, because third edition hadn't come out yet. So
yeah, it's 99 still.
That was the
Yeah. So and this is on Heronius. Now I pull a little bit from here. That's why I'm showing this, because while Moku asked about it, was asking about Heronius. Also though, Bastion of Faith trumps this. So if you have a conflict between the two, I use Bastion of Faith over this by Eric Boyd. But there's still stuff in here that's good.
Yeah.
But it's made in the same style up. So here's some spells for you. He calls them Valiants, but you can call them whatever you want. Wow, look at this, Anna. Valiants must take a proficiency in battle axe at first level. Still.
Yeah. My Heronian priests, they have to be proficient in battle axe as well as sword. Yeah.
Patrick, it's down. The site's down. We can't download. Can't download them.
We have to see if we can somehow. Yeah, that's typical. We didn't know that.
We had Rick LaRue on like 4 or 5 years ago. I'm almost positive we had Rick LaRue on.
Oh, we had the guy that did Hardby.
Hold on one second.
I remember him.
What, Brian Baumklotz?
No, we had James Ale Moldovny.
Yeah.
Yep.
For a Hardby discussion.
Yeah.
Because
I remember him.
Well, that's exactly why I wanted to go to this. So yeah, here's some spells. Bolt of, that one's some of these are duplicates. That Bolt of Glory spell is Adventure Card from the Ashes. That's why.
I love the Valor's Deadly Strike.
Yeah.
Which is a copy of Tensor's Deadly Strike. And I'm going to put that in Hawktail rules.
Greg, hopefully we'll have it up. It'll be up for next week, and we'll show you the links on next week's show, because we'll probably do the next set. We'll probably do 11 to 20 next week.
Yeah.
Make it easy for us.
I think Internet Archive has some of them.
But the site's down. We don't know why.
Yeah, exactly.
Philip Newwald, the Assassin's Guild of Divers. So more assassins coming out of divers.
More divers, yeah.
Yep. Everyone loves divers.
Yeah.
For some reason. The Night Skulls. So the Night Skulls apply thugs or down their luck mercenaries to do some jobs for them. This is where I got it from. Most members do not care much for harming innocents while getting to their mark, and there are occasions where they have poison. And thank you for the second hype, everyone. An entire household when it proved too difficult to administer poison directly to mark. I knew there was a reference somewhere. They're more thuggish, way more thuggish, and less professional than the Greyhawk Guild, which is kind of cool when you think about it. But the Divers Guild's the one that cut Michael Baton's head off right in public. So remember that in the future. The Silver Vipers. So they got all these different sects or subgroups here.
Yeah. Here is a link to the Internet Archive. Has most of the
there you go.
the Oerth Journals.
Awesome.
Yep, I think it has most of them. It has the 1, 2, 3, 4. At least the first 10 seems to be here.
Well, that's
almost
good,
all
because
of them.
that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, most of them. 2, 3. Yeah, it's not all of them, but yeah.
So you got some adventure hooks in here, which I always love. Always current problems with other organizations. Scratch the Scarlet Brotherhood here. So
there is one PDF that has all of them in there, in that link.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, there's one that has all of them. If you go in there, I'm going to see if I can put the link to that one.
I'm glad you did that.
Yep. Here we go. Because they are
Mind Flayer.
They're not licensed, copyrighted in that sense. So we can share them.
Kenku, pretty well done.
That has the from issue number 1 to issue 35, which I think covers everybody except maybe the last one. I forgot.
Here's James Muldowney. James Huck Muldowney, right? Right? Am I correct on that, everyone? His nickname was Huck.
I think so.
So we had him on when we did a Harvey discussion, and I asked him some questions about this because I took this and I took the Living Greyhawk Harvey article that was a Paul Luby, or I think it was Paul. It wasn't Stewart. Paul did, merged them together, even the maps, and cross-referenced everything to make a Harvey between those two. The only thing here is he's got a family, the Farists, with a PH, that don't exist anywhere in the actual canon. But most of the other names are here, so it works. You just gotta. But this has way more locations, so this is a great start for Hardby if you really want.
It's amazing how much Hardby stuff is out there for a town of its size. It's very loved.
Lots of history. There's a here. Let me see if 1 sec. I know I had the Harvey sub map here. I took the map that's in here and I merged it together. This is the actual map that's in here, color coded by location type, cross-referenced with this map. Cross-reference with this map on where locations are. All these, because there's only 30 locations on this map. Some of them cross over, some of them don't. And then just highlighted things on the map. And so
just note that the one that were from the magazine is tilted 90 degrees, so north is west rather than up. That's why they're different rotation, so to speak.
Absolutely. But just like I said, all I did was do simple merge of those two, and because I figured it back then, man, you show me how to use what do you call it, Photoshop. Oh, it's easy. So, So lots of history and stuff in here, and there's no Farists in. So my Farists are all gone. They're all
but out. This is a cool version of.
It is. There's a lot in here that you can use.
Exactly. So, you could take some of this and merge it with whatever other versions you have.
100%.
So there's some cool stuff.
100%. The guilds in here are really well done. Not as detailed as Greyhawk, but they don't need to be that detailed. So, here are the thugs, the Longshoremen and Dock Workers Guild. The ones that are working with Alita in my game. So, yeah. And then you have all these other guilds here. Here's the Assassins Guild.
There is some little overlap, but they are different for some. But I think he based his on the early Slavers version or the early versions of that was from
but
Dragon.
not the Living Greyhawk version.
No, exactly.
That was what was good about it.
So this is like a separate timeline, or
but it works
separate,
real well. It took me weeks to do it, but
you can put details together.
Yeah, here's all the locations. If you watch, there's so here's the Great Wall, Dock District. Look at all the locations you get. Look at them all. Fishtown, North End, East End. W is East End. Trade Town. Yeah, we do a lot of venturing in Trade Town in the group here.
Yeah,
we play in there. Look at it. It goes on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah,
Catacombs Underground. It's a good. It's really good.
Yeah, OJ10 shows what's kind of come later in later Oerth Journals when they become full magazines.
You gotta step up your game.
Yeah,
he sets the bar pretty high.
He does. He does. There's the Catacombs map. Not bad for its time.
No, it was Yeah, that's good.
Underneath, there's all the locations. There's a shrine of Beltar underneath, which is cool. Vault of Jeremy. Assassin's Guild has a safe house under there. Like I said, it keeps Scarlet Brotherhood. So here's all his references for it. So a good job by him. There's one half and there's the other half of the map. I just merged them together. Color coded it for me. All right, next. Tritherian by Creighton. This is before he does his Knights of the Chase article.
Yeah.
Which is
but it's another good example of what you can do with
Yep. So another thing we utilize we utilize this a bit. I don't think there's the Night Chase is mentioned here before it goes out into an article and into 11 Greyhawk and an article in Dungeon. So here it is right here. First time that gets published. And then some other subgroups here which didn't make it into the publication, and they're called Avengers. And the skill ability for them, a lot of animal summoning, which I'm not a fan of, and some other spells which are utilized. And that's that.
I did an article on Tritherian once.
Yes.
Yep, not in Oerth Journal though.
For
Cannon Fire.
Oh, Cannon Fire. Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
You wrote a lot of stuff on Cannon Fire back in the day. Yeah.
But that was kind of like off track for me at the time.
What you should do is start taking those and putting them in as Greyhawkeries.
Yeah, and rewrite them and edit them.
Or just cut and paste them and you save yourself a lot of time.
Spice them up.
You go, look, this was written in 1999 or this was written in 2005. Yeah.
Rehash.
Yeah, rehash, absolutely. All right, so there's the Mines of El Sidel. Lord Mill Mountains Adventure. Sean Williams. So, there you go. A map. I'm trying to think.
Yep, it's a map.
It's a map. That's exactly right. It's a map.
Is
a town?
Sean active in the Greyhawk Committee still?
I don't
think so. I don't think so.
I don't think so. But a cool adventure. Something you can use for lower levels.
And it comes with stat blocks or simple stat blocks, but it comes with stat blocks. Yep.
Which is all you need.
Yep.
Chipper Wilkins. Yeah, it's got a lot. Humanoid camp. And their layers. So it's definitely a basic adventure, but he's got a lot of detail here. A lot of detail.
Yep.
orcs and ogres, your normal, and a shaman, your normal good fighting evil adventure back then, even an ogre mage. So, all right, Return to Hamlet, 591. What's up, Wayne?
Yeah, better than the other Return to.
What other Return to Hamlet?
Return to the Temple of Elemental Evil.
Oh,
Didn't
God.
that have a Return to Hamlet too?
So I suppose this is supposed to run with that. Is this the same era or before Return?
This talks about Tarashmak.
I think it's before.
This is 591. This is the beginning of Greyhawk, Living Greyhawk era, but not Living Greyhawk. Well, what year is this? What year is this? Earth Journal.
Return to Temple of Elemental Evil.
99, I think it was 99.
Return to Temple's 3rd edition. It's not out yet, right?
It's 99, July 99.
Right, but Return to Temple of Elemental Evil is not.
I was going. Okay, yeah, I was going to say
that's 2002. That's a guess.
Ah, okay.
That's a guess, everyone. So
let me see here. Yeah.
So this is like talking about Tarashmak. This is post. This is definitely a different look on it. A decent map.
Yep.
2 divers.
Return to Temple of Elemental Evil was.
By the way, they put a wall up here.
2001 was Return to Temple of Elemental.
I was off by a year.
Yep.
Close call. Yeah, but
it's good.
This is walled. I don't know if Hamlet would ever be walled, but it is partially, which is interesting. And then locations here. So basically, it's a modern version. It's a modern upgraded version with all the stuff going on of, years later. So if you go 575, 576, this is 16 years later.
Yep.
Yep. For Journal 10.
So now the keep is built and all that. Yeah.
And look, the Fading Lands.
Yeah.
The Maze of Skin and the Mines of Dumathion. So, yep, Nob. So let's see. I've never used this. The Maze of Skin is often sought by adventurous embers to learn its reputation. So it's an item. Oh, it's actually a layer of the abyss. Oh.
Okay, there you go.
Yes, this is who's this? This is Jim Temple.
Yeah.
I don't think I've read this at all. I got a lot out of this Earth Journal before that. Mines of Dumathion. I don't know anything about this.
It's an erythral stuff of some sort.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then comes Leomud's life.
Yeah, let's get to that one. That's a big one here.
Yeah.
All right, this is wait a minute.
Len himself.
Wait.
Oh, sorry.
Diver City of Adventure.
Yeah, okay.
Part 2 of 2. Face of the Western Gate. They're there. So he's
I forgot about that one.
Blue Sponge, one of the OG authors.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's been part since OJ1, I think, or OJ2 or something. Yeah.
So
more diver stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can publish, patch together a kind of a very complete, almost your diver's box set from all the. Because there's a diver's article in every other or third.
Gotta be better than the stuff in Slavers.
Yeah. So it's cool. So put it all together and you can you can do some cool stuff with
small
but vocal following. Shrine of the Open Palm. Shrine of Absolution. That's Zodal. Got some other religions in here that he talks about. All right. This is a great article. It tells where Leomund went, right? Where he is. Because Leomund's not a Circle of 8 member. He was not. Was he a Citadel of 8? Leomund? No.
That's beyond my expertise.
No. So.
But he was like around.
Yeah.
So and this tells his story about what he did in his life. So it's
and this is Len's version.
This is from Len, yeah.
Yeah.
So talking, he's in other worlds too. He goes out and he gets into trouble. So, yeah. And this is a long article. Mother was a devout worshiper in Norbo.
It's a first person account.
Yeah. So according to this, Lehman was a rogue cleric to start. So.
And then it comes with a whole bunch of footnotes.
Yeah.
And an XP of 140 at the end that I don't really.
And Len's very detailed on magic items in here too.
Oh wow, it's all things that you can put numbers on and quantify. That was his thing.
Yep.
Yep.
He talks about a notable adventure was 37 and a 10th level transmuter occurred at the Holded Sea Princes, and he even talks about the treasure he got. He got a cloak of displacement. And a cape of blending. So he's like almost a pot. This is the thing. Old school, you get certain items you can't even be seen then. I mean, it's like, so yeah. And on the ethereal plane. So hey Sam, hint, ethereal plane stuff. All right. Just telling you. From that one of the 4 portals. Some of my ideas. All right. Yeah, this goes on and on and on. It's a great read. It'll take you a little while to dig into it, but it's like from his perspective, and it just tells you what he's been doing all his life. Where am I now? Well, I'm in the Spindrifts, of course. I'm a friend of High Elves and Lender. Put in a word with Corella, and it gets me in the most places where High Elves still exist. I did rescue my library without losing a book. Yeah, so there you go. But yeah, he's fun. The ether. So I'm trying to see where. Well then, good night. Where's that experience? You said experience 104?
It's at the very end of Lynn's article. It says XP140.
Oh, you mean this and all these notes?
Even after
right
the footnotes.
Can't ask him, unfortunately, anymore. Wonder what that means.
We all got 140 XP for reading that.
I mean, that's kind of a little humor that Len would get the joke. Len was like, thank you for the follow. Noun. Len would, he was like, what's his name? Andy Kaufman. Len's jokes sometimes no one would get but Len himself and maybe 1 or 2 other people, but he'd get the joke. And here's the Oerth Journal Index. Huck Muldowney did, and so we're going to go back to 5 now. What time is it? Yeah, it's 8:44. I knew that this one would take a while. All right. So council chat. We should be open 24 hours, 7 days a week, just like Discord, right?
Yeah.
God. Look at all this stuff. Shadows of Safeton, Crimson Sails. There's stuff going on here.
And we can go back to number 6.
We haven't done 5. Have we done 5?
I think we've done 5. Yeah, Eric's cousin was the last bit on 5.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we can go to 6.
Okay. 6.
Tavern Fair of the Flannies is the first one.
So we'll have to get back to 6, 7, 8, and 9 next time.
Oh, we'll see. Yeah, that's true.
It's only 16 minutes.
Yeah, we can see what we get to here, so we might add. But the first article is the Tavern Fair of the Flannies, where you get like alcohol names, and to me, it's a great idea. But I don't really like the execution because you just take name from the real world. and plays them in Greyhawk. It would be cool if we come up with Greyhawk names for some of this, so to speak. So,
well, it could, it could be.
but
that,
I love the idea, but a little bit more creative work would have been an added kind of cool to it. So,
okay.
But the idea is fantastic. Yeah. And then we have another worm.
So wait, all these names in here, I'm sorry, like Strega, that's real world?
Yes, Slivovitz, Aquavit is a Swedish alcohol, for instance, and Steinhager, Borovicia, Grappa, Bosk. Yeah, they're. If you've been to European vacations, you've seen a lot of these, and these are the local fare in
various. He tried to float that one by you.
What do you mean by learning Greyhawk conlangs? What does that mean?
Constructed languages.
Oh, that someone's done?
Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a whole hobby of doing constructed languages now, and there's some really cool tools.
Done it for Greyhawk.
No, that's the thing. We have. I'm sure someone has done it, but I haven't seen any good ones published yet.
I'm not talking.
But there are some. There are some really cool tools you can use to create now. So yeah.
So the worm.
Oh yeah, I love European vacations too, but then you can take European tavern fare like this, and then you can make Greyhawkify it a little bit.
Is spotted cow.
Now, BB, you misunderstand. Someone actually created like Klingonese, like people talking Klingon.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, they created all sorts of languages. Yeah,
not a type of game one.
There's a really good site where you can I can find it here for people who are interested in.
I was giving Anna O linguistics the other day in her map making stream.
I started dabbled with it a bit, but I'm not good enough that I want to show it to anybody yet. But Volgerlang is is a great site for conlanging, so to speak. It's a great tool for conlanging. It's I can highly recommend it. It's really, really cool.
All right, so let's see this.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that name. Juan Ricothasis, once known as Nairo, amethyst worm, and claims the sunken isles of Woe as deep waters near deep as its watering domain, the Warful worm.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a dragon in the near deep.
Yeah, it's Eric Boyd again. He's done another one. Yeah.
Yep. So we know what Isles of Woe are. Or were.
Yeah.
Yep. The Codex of the Plains just got mentioned. So this dragon had the codex.
Okay. Yeah. Delayed lunging blast or whatever. Yeah, something. Oh, Ygrak's unbreakable servitude. There's a couple of spells there. Yeah. And more diverse stuff. The One-Eyed Mug Tavern.
Yeah, delayed lozenge bed. 8th level.
Well, they need
but they can't. Usually dragons can't cast up to 3rd level spells. The most they can ever cast.
That's old school. Yeah.
This is old school we're looking at.
Yeah, but he might have been adapted, homebrewed old school.
Maybe because of the codex.
Yeah, might be. Yeah.
One-Eyed Mug Tavern, Liquor LaRue.
Yeah, more diver stuff again.
There's a lot of diver stuff.
Yeah.
Someone should adventure there just to use it.
Yep.
It
comes with all sorts of stuff. So if you need a tavern in divers, you're all set. And then we have, which I think is really cool, the Equandex. That is, I think, an early version of what became the Zavoda index later on.
Oh, let me take a look.
I think Jason probably got a lot of inspiration from the Equandex. Or maybe Jason started his index earlier on. I'm not sure.
I don't. We won't know that ever either.
Exactly. So yeah, but at least they are trying to do a lot of the similar things. They have a little bit of different they function a bit different, but it's a great one. Yep.
There's still a lot of circles down in certain parts of South Jersey, deep South Jersey.
Yeah.
There used to be Cherry Hill had the worst. They were multiple accidents every day on the ones in Cherry Hill. They're all gone, but the deep South Jersey still has them. They're called circles. They're not called roundabouts down here. That's what they're called, circles. All right, so this is just terms.
Yeah.
Glossary.
And it comes with which I think it's Jason should have added his index, a glossary of all the terms, which I missed from his. But anyway,
wait, was Jason around now, or like when did Jason?
I don't know. I'm sure he was interested in things and collected, but I don't think he was that active in the Greyhawk community.
Can anyone tell us on that? When Jason was
exactly.
most active?
He was active on the Cannon Fire Forum, I think.
This Oerth Journal came out in 97. I would almost guess I heard of the Zavoda Index before I heard of this Oerth Journal.
Okay, good.
I didn't really deep dive Greyhawk till almost 2000.
Yeah, I forgot when I found it first online somewhere, but but that was probably on the Cannon Fire back in the day.
Patrick, we'll get to them eventually.
Yeah, he was on the mailing list, I'm sure, because I think he's been around.
I thought he was an editor for a bit. Wasn't Jason an editor for like 1 or 2 issues? Or am I thinking of someone else?
Oh yeah, he had these issues back and forth.
Later.
Yeah, and he got angry and left and back and forth a bit and stuff. So
I knew he was around for a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's a cool one. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
There's a lot of Eric did a good job of this, so yeah. And then we have Tales from the exactly.
Our Journey to the City of the Gods.
Yeah, I think this is the time when Eric talked to Rob Kuntz about doing the I forgot the module, the new level for the Castle of
this 97. They're still not. Living Greyhawk doesn't exist yet. That's 2001.
No. But that's when he started got in contact with Rob Kuntz, and that led up to
contact with him. But but there's not.
They probably
that's
didn't.
Like 2005, right? I think.
4 or 5 or something like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's. But let's see if he's in the Journey to the City God. Let's see if he bangs any other deities here.
Like that might be. Yeah. Yeah.
He's hanging out with Mordenkainen right there. Robler smiled as Mordenkainen mage walked up to him and bowed courteously. There's Otto. He's talking to Otto too. So this is from Robler's perspective of what happened.
Yeah.
Huh. Someone died. A second. So looks like sounds like him and Mordenkainen don't get along. Escape from New York City. Sorry, City of Gods, Dungeon Mesh Commons, Arneson. So I've never ventured up here, so I just don't know.
Oh, me neither.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Story notes, miscellaneous notes. By the way, if you want Kuntz stuff, tomorrow night's game, more Kuntz. You'll see where it goes.
And this is cool. The Oerth Journal 6 is when you're Gary Hooley and Fred Wining and Eric. They're all in there now. So all the names
are Greyhawk Mafia.
Meaning that the stars are starting to congregate.
Samantha Stowe and Donna Laws, Tika Mage, whoever that is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They all have AOL.com, which is really disturbing.
Well, that was the AOL times, wasn't
I know. There's
it?
no. Yeah. There's. No, I think I had DSL, but at that point, we always need faster and faster internet because we're playing, Wing Commander and all sorts of stuff.
Oh yeah, I got out. good early on too. Yeah.
World of Warcraft wasn't out yet, but there was other things. When did the original Diablo come out? That's when it really started.
That must have been 98, 99 or something like that.
Right around this time.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because we played it first one and the second one like crazy. Yeah.
Yep. All right, so we didn't get to 7, 8, or 9, but that's okay. At least
no, but we can do them and up to like 15 or whatever next week or something. Yeah, because then we will have another 5 weeks to go over all of them or something. So yeah.
Yeah. Zork. Zork was ahead of its time, but I gotta type everything I do. I mean,
I never played
Zork. Infocom was groundbreaking, right? But it just is not like my son would never play it now. I could barely get him to play the gold box games. So, I mean,
he has a Commodore 64 for.
He's got all the Bart's Tales and almost all of the
gold boxes. I was going to say he's very much into retro gaming.
Yeah. But he gets bored quickly.
Ah,
Diablo's already out. Yeah, so we were playing Diablo at this point.
Yeah.
I think I had DSL at this point.
96 for Diablo. I remember because Diablo was so much fun.
Did anyone remember what happened with DSL if someone called? It would disconnect you.
Yeah. That was terrible. Yeah, it was terrible.
Someone calls on your line.
In Sweden, you could turn that off. That was the best thing. You can actually turn that off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it was that call waiting signal. In Sweden, you could turn that off but you had to you tell the phone company to turn that signal off, and that way you wouldn't be disconnected.
I was still living at home. No, I was married. I'm losing all track of our time. It doesn't matter. So,
I lived in Stockholm, and we got decent, good internet fairly quickly. So yeah.
Yeah, and this is the era right now. 98, I think, is the era. We're almost there when Baldur's Gate 2 comes out. I think Baldur's Gate 1 comes out 97, 96. And Baldur's Gate 2 comes out. Boom.
I was so into Diablo that I forgot. I played Baldur's a little bit, but Diablo was my thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All righty. So we got pretty far. Look, 110 people on. Oh, wow. Thanks.
Cool.
Yeah, awesome. We're having fun with this. So hopefully, I put the link back down so they can download stuff off of the other site, if you don't mind.
Yep. You mean I should? Hang on a second.
Yeah,
because
a lot of people, you can follow with us. Download up to 20. Download them all, but download up to 20.
Here's the link on the Internet Archive to the one that has all from issue 1 to 35.
Yeah, Dark Elf, the original Ultimas were okay. Then they got boring until the Black Gate. The Black Gate, when you had to have a 386 to run it machine, that was an awesome one. I loved it. The graphics are actually pretty good the first time.
And here is the search page if you want to search for Oerth Journal.
And if you knew a secret at a certain time of the day, I think it was 2 p.m., Lord British would walk out of his throne room out into the courtyard, and there was a little gold plaque on the floor. And if you knew, you could press that plaque as he was walking out, and a stone block would fall on him and kill him. And then the guardian would go, "That's the way, Avatar." Yeah. That was hysterical. So let's see what everyone's up to, and then we'll do the big giveaway. Get your choice of up to 3 things. Mike, what's going on, man?
Not a whole lot here.
Not a whole lot.
No.
Not a whole lot. You're just watching a lot of football now.
Just a lot of football, exactly.
Jeez, you got a tough game this week.
Yeah. Can't win them all.
Who is it this week? It's a big NFC game.
My brain just went.
It's not Green
blank.
Bay. Minnesota?
Might be Minnesota.
Yeah, I don't remember. So Colts, Rams. Oh, the Rams, yeah. Rams, yeah. Good big game. It's a big game. So in LA, yeah, big game, definitely. Well, Mike, thanks a lot. Good topic idea. We can really milk this for a couple weeks, which is great.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We have a whole bunch of weeks for this one. Yep.
Eventually, we're going to get to ones that Mike, Anna, and myself have articles in. So, yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah.
Eventually. So, Anna, what's going on?
I put the first set of pre-gens for the skirmish games, so I'm going to post more prep stuff for Virtual Greyhawk Console. And I'm just scrambling to try and get as much ready as possible. So here are the pre-gens for the skirmish game. They're a bunch of 5th level characters. So there are you can download the character sheets, and then there's just a tiny little description on each of them. These were the characters that Tim and Bill and the others played at Page last year or early this year.
No,
So last
Tim
Page.
and Michael Z and
Yep.
Bill and their sons.
Yep.
Ah,
These are the characters. So this is what happens. This same party will do a few days after that happened in game,
okay.
so to speak. Yep. They're going to crit wall and do it. Yeah. My rules is coming together. So now we will use last year or last virtual Greyhawk Con and Page and stuff, I used Alpha 1 version. Now it's Alpha 2 version that is way more complete. That's why I can add high level play too. But
getting there.
So I'm there's still things to tweak, so to speak. I'm still looking into another initiative system or action economy. But so now I'm going to use the one that I've settled on so far. So we'll see. But it's coming together. Yep. So it will definitely happen, so to speak. That's no question anymore. So now we're over that hump. Now it's more like now it's polishing it enough because my Alpha 1 is that was just my development early phase with all that stuff. Now in Alpha 2, I will write it up and then I will publish that either at as it is Alpha 2, so that will be a public version of it. And then hopefully by the end of next year, we can I will rewrite the whole thing again, and there will be a beta, so to speak, because then things are probably, then it's down to the fine things. Now there's still things being switched out and changed and added and stuff like that from on. So I'm not sure. We'll see how well it functions. That might be an Alpha 3 before we have a beta. We'll see. And then when it goes into beta, that's when it might be time to start thinking about editing and polish the language, add fluff text and all that stuff. Because now it's just the hard rules. There's no fluffy extra text or anything like that. But that's something that come. I have a timeline. If you go down to on my Patreon, there is a timeline that I had. Let's see if I can game loops, development and roadmap. So yeah, the idea is to 2024. That's last year I started public play tests, and 2026 is when I want to have Alpha 3. That's my first. That will be a public alpha, so to speak, next year. And then run a playtest campaign again, a more formal, both at conventions and run an online like monthly or every 2 weeks or something like that. Run an online campaign using those rules. And then in 27, I aim to have a beta set. That will be the first time I will add fluff text and explanations and stuff like that to it. And then 2028 will be publication. I'm aiming to have editing and digital publication done, and then we'll see. Yeah, from there.
I retire in 2028 from my real job, so there you go.
Yeah,
so
there you go. Now it's time for you to publish your rule set in 30.
No. Just get more on the more in the actual content. We got enough of that going on now. Are you on Friday night?
Yeah, I'm on Friday night. I haven't decided what I will do, but I might work on pre-gens for monsters and stuff for Friday night rather than doing maps. We'll see. Yep.
All right, so this doesn't look that much different than Saturday, but I don't care because it's a wonderful setup. So, but you have we're heading north in Wild Coast, almost into the Gnarly, to this town of Comray. Outside the town of that's from a book from Troller Games. And there's some false flags here. Adventuring Group, these are all Narwhal Headhunters. Wow, look at that. Now that is some nasties, some things going on, and then pulling the strings. There you go. That's the adventure for tomorrow night. It's going to be a one-shotter because we'll explain to that why. So.
Yeah. And Zudrak, I mentioned that awesome Tim's daring do with Mage at Page. I mentioned that in his backstory, so it's mentioned there. So yeah.
That is Thursday. no games Saturday because I got a lot of prep for Virtual GrowdCon. So Sunday night is the Virtual GrowdCon Prelude show. I got some guests lined up. They're lining up, whoever's available, who has a live stream that's highlighted. You're welcome. Or if you're a special guest for an adventure or the joust, you're welcome in at either hour 1 or hour 2. So right now I got some that, like Bones is going to be on, Rob Phantom's going to be on, Chuck Cumbo is going to be on, Armin's going to actually get on from New Zealand, talk about his, and we're trying to get some other people on for a bit. Trying to get some of these games still filled. So when do badge purchases end? Shortly. So Michael, just do me a favor, Discord me your tabletop events email address, please. Just do that, okay? And we'll go from there. That's all you need to do. Discord me your tabletop events email address, right? It is close. It's really close. So that is going to be the Prelude show Sunday. This is the week after the con. Kickoff event. Dun, dun, dun.
And awesome. I have 4 players for my skirmish game.
Oh, good.
The Sheila Scout
tonight.
Party. Yep.
Awesome.
2 more. That's
Fantastic.
awesome. Thank you, guys. Yep.
Special kickoff adventure caught in the middle. Ed Greenwood, Thursday night with Ravalantar. Stephen Radney McFarland is going to be joining us with a character to be determined, and also Curtis as Fritz Winchester. 3 open signups and 2 of my guys right now for a fun group. Yes, and that's going to be right in Altamira. So Altamira will be on the table. 1 day before your Asia Day. It's funny. And that'll be the kickoff, and then all the other stuff. Get involved, please. Like I said, I still have 1 T-shirt of every size, but the large, the XL. I got every 1 small, medium, large, 2X and 3X still. And just have fun. There's still some games that need signups. Anna's still got a game with 2 open signups on it, which is insane when you think about it.
Yeah, but like you said, it's a difficult time. Yep.
It is. But it's going to be a blast. And we'll talk about the highlighted streams on Sunday. And we'll talk about some of the other things that are going on. And note that there's some new channels and are participating this year, which is always good. So, all right, ready? Last call, exclamation point drawing. 110 people on a Wednesday night. It's glorious.
Wow.
Thank you so very much. Really, really appreciate it. All right, we're going to raid into Bones because Darling raided to me, so I raided into Bones following up. So please say hi to her. And get her 3-time champion of the joust. We'll see about this year. Gonna try and stack the deck against her. Don't tell her though. So yeah. All right, here we go. Let's see. Hey Tino, it's good to see you. And thank you for all the great hype trains for the last 2 streams. It's been unbelievable. All right, here we go. Cloudbot. Let's do the giveaway. Winner will get your choice of 2 reference books or 3 adventures. Whatever I can stuff in these with being able to ship. All right. Winner is Kama. I'm going to do. I believe I'm going to do for you these 2. I don't think you have them. Greyhawk book and The Adventure Begins. 2 great books. If you want something else, let me know. But I think I'll do these 2 for you. If you like Greyhawk content, all right. If you have them, let me know because it'll go out tomorrow morning. All right, let's raid into Mike. Thank you. Great show, Anna. Thank you. Let's raid into Bones. Everyone, we'll see you tomorrow night, 7:30. It'll be a Gamescape and Troller game giveaway. So there'll be giveaways if you don't have a 3D printer. So so there'll be that, and then like I said, unfortunately no game on Saturday, but we'll be back on Sunday after that. So thank you. We'll continue this discussion next week. So hit the wrong button here. Boom. Yes, absolutely, Kama. Stuff happens, man. It's good. It's all good. So I'll get it in the mail to you for tomorrow. Here we go. Set raid up. See if we can get over 100. That's always monstrous. 108. Awesome. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See you tomorrow night. Thanks a lot. Wow. That's a monster raid.
Wow. Yeah.
Nice.
It's good number for being a Wednesday. Yeah. Even ladies and Laura are getting good numbers now. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Remember